Hello everyone and welcome back to a new AviationJack video. I hope you're all doing really well. We have a very exciting day today. Just last night the Pmdg 737 released for Msfs 2024, nearly a year after, actually just over a year after, since 2024 has been released. And in today's video we're going to have a look around at some of my favourite features, what I've come across so far. This won't be a flying video, that will come after this video. But this one's going to be specifically about my favourite things that I've noticed in the aircraft since the previous version to this version that I want to show off. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. We're going to work from inside to out and take a look at what Pmdg has to offer. So first of all guys, what I would like to mention is that this aircraft, if you owned it in a 2020, as you know, you get an upgrade price onto 2024, which is at a 60% discount. So I believe the aircraft went for about $75 and I got this aircraft for $30, which equates to about 22 British pounds, which is what I picked this aircraft up for. I know it can be unpopular opinion about having an upgrade price and basically essentially buy an aircraft all over again, because I'm pretty sure I bought this Pmdg 77 nearly 3 or 4 times now for just a few upgrades. So I agree with those comments about, you know, why are we paying for the same aircraft. However, we're not going to really get into that in this video. We're just going to have a look at the features. So heading into the flight deck, as you can see here, first thing you'll notice is the texture quality. The texture quality to me does look like it has improved a hell of a lot. You can see it on the yoke, it looks more shiny, looks a bit more up to date and modern, as well as the textures here on the pedestal, overhead panel, and just around the flight deck in general. What's also good to note is that Pmdg have partnered up with another company for the sounds. Now that guy is not Boris doing the sounds for this aircraft, but they have improved the sound set. But we are going to switch on the batteries to have a little listen to the sounds. Already they do sound better, to be fair. Oh, hello, don't know what the hell that was. Scared the life out of me then. We'll go to ground operations and request the ground power. There we go. And then we should be able to switch it on, and hopefully it all sounds a lot better. Yeah, not too bad at all. It's definitely better than what it was. That violent shake's a bit scary, but the sounds are improved, definitely improved. Right, okay, so now we're in the flight deck. I'm going to take you through some of my favourite eye candy features. So first of all, we're going to start over here with this paperwork. There's some paperwork here at the back of the flight deck. You can click through it, just kind of see, don't bother reading it, but it looks like certifications of some sort and a bulletin from Pmdg. That's nice and cool. Over here, you've got a few little testy buttons, which is nice. Probably there before. Now this bit is also interesting, which I'm sure you've all seen. It's the cookie folder. So you lift up this bar and pull out. Oh, looks like the FO, the captain, has been eating some cookies. And there's also a little, again, a little bit of a paper here that you can read through if you really want. And then to stow that, we just click the cookies back and then pull the handlebar down. I believe there's also an observer seat somewhere. Is it this one? Where's the seat? Oh my god, how did I do that? There you go, look, some more crumbs are falling out. Okay, so like I said with the observer seat, so we have this one here. If you click the red button, down it comes. Ah, look, there's the crumbs. And up comes the observer seat by the flight deck. But have a look at all of that absolute junk under there. Sandwich, crisps, coffee. My god, that is definitely going to be stinking when you bring down this chair. 100%. And then just to stow it again, you just click the red, I believe, maybe not. Or you just click the chair maybe. Ah, there we go. You push in those flaps, and then it all comes down and folds back into its stowage. Very nice. So yeah, those are some more features of the flight deck here. Now we're going to move on to the FMC, and this is something that I've been asking Pmdg for ages, which is ACARS, CPDLC, all of that stuff implemented into the aircraft. Well, finally we have it in the 737. Over here, click in the left hand data link page. As you can see, we now have an actual clickable icon which comes up with ATC and ATS and technical. On the technical page, it just comes up with what network you're using for the ACARS. For example, I'm using the Hoppy network to get all my ACARS information, and then your code. There's also a say intentions one, which is nice, so you can also use this with that other ATC network as well. Over here on ATS, as you can see, we've got some more information here. We've got ATIS, where we can request an ATIS information from an airport. We've also got a departure clearance part and an oceanic clearance, TWIP, a TWIP request, pushback as well, requesting pushback, and taxi clearance. So it's pretty cool how you can do all of these bits and bobs right here. Very nice indeed, and also has a log, so I'm pretty sure all your messages come in here. So if we try this now, let's grab Manchester Airport up. Now I'm not in VATSIM, so I'm not sure if it would work. Oh, I might put it from VATSIM anyway, to be honest. Let's see what it does. So we'll press send and see if we do get an ATIS log. So it says request. Oh, there we go. Got a nice ding dong with that. Very nice indeed. So that's our request log, and then this is the Manchester information right here with the weather and the ATIS, and this comes from VATSIM as well. So it's a really nice feature from Pmdg, and something that I've been asking for ages, and I'm really glad to see that it has been implemented. And then ATC here, we can also do a logon request, so when you're going through Center, you pop in the Center ID and log on to them. ATC log as well, so the messages will come in from ATC here. You can request, oh, not sure why that just moved. There's also dead request altitude, speed, routes, emergency as well, if you've got an emergency on board, souls on board, diversion, the distance, etc. So there's definitely a lot more in here than what I actually expected Pmdg to pop in. Position report, when can we expect this? Free text clearance as well. You can send request. But yeah, that is everything there, guys. So this is very interesting, and I'm very glad to see that that has been implemented. So they have definitely increased their eye candy, should I say, a bit more features. Very excited to start using that in the next video. But apart from that in the flight deck, as far as I'm aware, kind of eye candy wise, that is all I can really show you all. The EFB is pretty much the same, not much really changed here. Got a few pens. I've noticed this as well, there's a lot more clicky spots, a lot more, which is nice to see. You know, just like I said, little bits of eye candy. My favourite feature, I think, is definitely the CP DLC being implemented into the 7.3, because it means that I no longer have to use easy CP DLC, the separate program. Circuit breakers, that they're still not able to touch them, which is fair enough. And now we're going to head into the cabin, guys. Well, for that, got a few coat hangers here, which is nice. Going to push this in, and welcome to the cabin. I just want to quickly pause the video here and just say that during this part I did forget to go actually into the cabin. But when you go into the cabin, just like the iFly, you can bring down the overhead lockers and also shut and open up the window blinds. I did not show that on video, but I just thought I'd let you know that is one of the features here. Now, first of all, you can straight away realise how much this cabin actually looks like it's in a 2024 version. Pmdg's cabins have been very basic compared to the likes of the iFly, the Phoenix and other aircraft. So to see Pmdg put proper effort into the cabin, even though we don't spend a lot of time here, it does add a lot of realism and adds a lot more enjoyment to flying the aircraft. Okay, so first of all, we're going to start in the galley on the left, or the right hand side should I say. And you're going to think, oh well, it's just a galley, what can I do here really? Well, let me show you. First of all, these ones are unclickable, fair enough. However, this brewer here, you know, would be cool if water came out of it, but anyway. If you click the on button, the brewer comes on, and you can select cold or warm water. So I'm going to have a coffee, so we're going to put on the warm water, and then you can also lift this up. Oh, you can actually hear water. Can you hear that? That's cool. They've added a little water sound effect to that, which I quite like. It's a nice little feature. Shade, I think, comes out of it. It would be good if you lifted this up and then a cup appeared and then something started drizzling out. Also, we have this little pulley thing which kind of drains the sink. You can hear the sound effects there as well. And on the other side, it does the same here. And we can also open up one of these canisters by clicking this, and you can see it opens up and we see some lovely cold drinks in these canisters here. So once again, just little bits of, no sound effects there, I can't hear, but just little bits of, you know, eye candy for everyone. Everything over here I don't believe is clickable. No, this is just a few storage cupboards. And then moving over here, we now have one of the flight attendant panels, which is here. So as you can see, if you fly the iFly 737, you will recognise this. This is the lighting panel for the cabin. So now to operate this, say if we're boarding, we'll click boarding and deplaning and click both zones, and both zones will change to that colour. Likewise, if we then went to meal/beverage, both zones, you can see here it changes, and it changes in the cabin to those colours. Let's see if we can do cruise. Did it do cruise? Yeah, it's changed to that one now. And then night/sleep. You can't really notice much in the day by the looks of it, but it does work anyway. Forward zone, we can turn off the entry lights, bright off, work lights on and off as well, so that's all cool. This stuff says all coming soon, which is interesting. So right now all we have to play around with is the lighting. Over here, now this is what I'm excited to look at. I'm going to get rid of the stairs because I want to see how this actually works. I know you're meant to only have it like half open and whatnot, but I'm interested. Right, so forward air stairs on. Extend. Ah, there we go. Cool. So if anyone likes Ryanair ops, this would be the perfect system for you. Now I do wonder if we go to the walk around mode whether or not. Oh. Nice, there we go. So that should be everything. I think it's done it. Cool. So if we go to the walk around mode, let's see if we can walk up these stairs here and get ourselves into. Okay, no. So it's not going to work going up the stairs, but the fact that it's there is a nice touch, and maybe in the future Pmdg can add that as part of their walk around mode maybe, which would be a very interesting feature as well. Well, that leads us to the outside exterior of the aircraft here. And again, straight away you notice how much detail, well, not how much, but how much more detail there is compared to the previous 737 version. And straight away you can see the textures are increased. You can actually read the writing on the engines. When you get closer to the fuselage, you can also start to read everything again, which is something that you couldn't really do on the previous version because it was very much blurry. I'm saying that the livery is a bit low quality here, but overall it has increased a hell of a lot. If we go to this little part here as well, looks like there's a few buttons we can press. You know, love pressing buttons. Oh, there we go. So the panel opens up. I'm not sure if we can press everything here. No, I think it's actually just the panel by the looks of it that we can open and close. Okay, well it's something, isn't it? Something there. Going then to the engines. The engines, these look a lot more high quality as well. And once again, underneath the wing, you can read more of the writing, which I don't believe you could do before. I didn't really check, but I know that Pmdg had definitely a much lower texture quality. Yeah, you can see that you can read a lot more. Right, let's have a quick look at the sounds of the aircraft then when starting on the APU and the engines. We're going to pop on the APU. Let's just switch on the fuel pumps. Pop on the bleed as well. Well, there we go, guys. That is the APU start of the 737. Those of you who are 737 fans, what do you think of that sound? Is this something that sounds very much like the real deal? You'll have to let me know in the comments below. Now, heading up to here, then we'll switch on the gens. Okay, yeah, that sounded good as well. And now let's start up the engines. So, packs it off. Ionization valve open and APU bleed on. We're going to start engine, let's just start engine 1 first. Okay, let's pop in the fuel. They have more bass to them, that's for sure, much more bass. So there we have it, both engines have started up and it does sound loads better. Into the flight deck, right, let's retract the stairs. and if you shut the door it shouldn't be that loud. But actually, to be honest, with the door open and hearing that engine start, it does sound a lot like it would, to be fair. A lot like it would. Right, we'll shut the door. There we go. Ah, so much better. Okay, that sounds more like the way I want it to sound. Okay, but at least we learned something there, how the sounds sounded with the engine with the door open, so not too bad. Right, let's test out the flaps sound. We're going to set flaps 5 like we normally would. 1, 2 and 5. Oh, hello. Well, really nice flap sounds for sure, very good. Okay, now we're going to test the throttles then. So we'll go 50%, we'll hear it in the flight deck. Nice. Okay, so that's the engines at about 50. And we'll go toga. They sound good. Definitely sound good. Okay, let's now idle the thrust. I'm sorry about the takeoff config warning, but obviously we're going to hear that. Let's head into the cabin and take a listen to the sounds here. So we'll do the same. Nice. Oh wow. Very deep and bassy. Nice. Right, shall we head outside then? Let's do that. So we're going to put them to 50% again. You can see the stabilizer shaking around. Well, there we have it, guys. Those are the sounds of the 737 with the engine, the APU, the flaps, all the main things that you hear. That is how they sound. Let me know, what do you think of the new sound set from Pmdg? If you fly a 737 or if you fly it often, do you think these sounds are very accurate? Do you prefer the Boris sounds? You know, they do have the Boris sound set as well, which I personally think has the engine sounds a bit better on the Boris sound pack, or quite a bit better. But then I don't fly the same very often, so kind of going off what my ears prefer, I suppose. Now, another cool feature here in the flight deck, in case you guys are bored with hearing the big engine sounds on the whole time, there is also an headphone simulation. So if you hear back here in the bottom left, you can see that there is a set of headphones here. If you click the part of the muffed bit, there you go, it sends you into the headphone simulation as a pilot would hear. So that is a really nice feature as well. I actually like to use this feature when we're cruising and, you know, I've got VATSIM or vPilot on, and it's good to hear the ATC over the loud engines. So yeah, it's definitely a good little feature they added in as well. Click it again just to put it back onto normal simulation. I just want to go through my favourite features, you know, with the naked eye, what you kind of spot and can tell of the new 737 for Msfs 2024. I am really excited to fly this in the next video. It's going to be from Madrid. No, it's not. It's going to be from Dublin to Madrid. It's a member requested flight, which is going to be a lot of fun to do. And we're going to check out. It's going to be a Saturday that I filmed the video, which means that hopefully there's a lot of ATC on, and we can put that data link in the FMC to the test. Everyone, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you're going to enjoy the 737 as well. Do let me know what you think of it in the comments. If any of you had a chance to fly it yet, let me know what you think of it. And yeah, I'm excited to hear your opinions. I'll catch you all in the next video, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.